All right, now we got act civilized now, y'all. Act civilized now, bro. We're recording.
Hold on.
You are not alone. I am here with you. Though you're far away, I am here
Oh,
to
buddy.
stay. You are not alone. I am here with you. Let's get to it, baby. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. So, all right, we're already on the monthly. Cool. What is this? What, let me see. What is that? Oh, imbalance. Okay. All right. Let's go back to the monthly. All right, bro. We're in the month. This is the monthly chart. This is what we got on the monthly. Let me take these lines off of here. I don't want to confuse nobody. All right. So notice how we started off August selling, right? So remember I said we could trade through this order block and still respect it the entire month of August. Like we had the whole month of August to respect this order block. And look what we left. Well, we'll be leaving right now. The month ain't over. We still got a few weeks left to trade this month. But I said we could trade through it, still respect it. So it looks as though we want to respect it for now. For now. Right? From a money perspective. Okay. So let's go down to the weekly. Now here's what I got for the weekly, guys. The weekly, the weekly looks bullish, and this is why I say it looks bullish. All right. We still have this inversion, this inverted fair value gap right here. It should act as some form of resistance. If it doesn't, then you know what it is, right? The market is going to continue higher. But this inversion should act as some form of resistance. That's why I think this is what the weekly objective is going into this week, right? So what happened is we swept this low. I'm gonna draw it out for y'all, man. We swept this low, this weekly low. We swept that, right? And then we closed the week above it. Lovely. So when I see price action like this, it only means that we're gonna go higher. And this is my objective right here. This gap that we created to the upside, we inverted it last week. Well, not the week before last. We inverted it with this candle, closed beneath it strongly. Now, I'm assuming that we trade back up to this area, use it as resistance to trade lower, or the selling could be over for now and we could be heading higher. But this point of interest is going to let you know everything you need to know going into the week. So highlight this on your chart, however you want to. Because it should be some form of resistance all the way to the top of this box. Should be some form of resistance. We might come and touch the bottom of this candle to fill a gap or whatnot, because we do have a gap. This is a gap now. Excuse me. But this is my area of interest right here going into the week. From the weekly perspective, right? We don't trade the weekly. We just use it as a gauge of direction going into the week. Well, that's what I do. That's just moving right along, guys. So this is what I got. This is what I got on a daily. Can we do a Q&A session, if you will? I'm gonna draw something out right quick, man. Well, not really. This candle, this red candle right here. What would you call this candle, man? Anybody? Somebody? Anybody? Somebody, anybody.
What do you mean? We say what would you call it? Like
What
it's a
would you
selling
call it?
candle.
Like, if you're looking at the price action, what would you call it? What would it be?
I'm just looking at it as a selling candle. I don't think I'm understanding the question really.
You understand the question?
Yeah, it's a selling candle. The candle. So
Somebody else about to say something. What you was about to say? Somebody else? Winston, you was about to say something?
You asked me what is that red candle?
Yeah, what is it?
That a fucking false swing low?
Yeah, it's that, but it's also an order block. And I'm gonna tell you why. So
And it's not the green one?
this is an order block.
Okay.
Let me show you. Let me tell you why. So the strongest, remember I said this a few weeks back, the strongest order block sweep liquidity, right? So this is your liquidity. This is your low right here.
Uh-huh.
All right. Then you got this internal liquidity right here, this gap that we traded into. See that? Took all that liquidity, reverse, boom. Now, Thursday we closed above it with this candle. Friday we tested it. See that? And yeah. All right. Hold up. Wait, hold up, guys. Hold up. All right, man. My bad. I had to parent right quick. So we swept this liquidity. We swept this low that was sitting out here like a sore thumb. You had this fair value gap, internal liquidity. We took all that. Now this price, I'm not gonna hold you. This price action, these wicks and all this, that's ugly price action, in my opinion. But this is an order block, closed above it, use it as support, trade it higher. This volume imbalance, we still close beneath this volume imbalance. So that kind of gives me a little pause. But still in all, I still believe the trade is to the upside to this daily consolidation, as well as this volume imbalance that's inside of the consolidation, as well as this weekly gap that we inverted. See, so I have more than one reason why I feel like the market is headed in this direction, because this is where your next, I love you. Because this is where your next imbalance is. This is where your next price inefficiency is. So the market, the market goes hunting for things like that. So this is where it is. So now it's just up to us to find a trade in that direction. All right. So now that we got the daily out the way. Anybody have any questions about what I said? They confused about what I said?
Run through that order block for me again.
All right. So order block. This is an order block. So it looks funny. It looks weird because of the price action. Because we have a volume imbalance right here. Then it almost looks like it's a gap. It's just not clean price action.
So real quick sidebar. So that volume imbalance, is that, I know it's on a weekly, was that because those two candles didn't overlap and there was a gap between the bodies? Did that make that the volume?
That's a volume imbalance.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to double. All right,
yes,
cool.
Sir. Yes, sir. And a volume imbalance is an inefficiency. The market seeks out inefficiencies. That's what the market moves towards. Swing lows, swing highs, volume imbalances, market inefficiencies, so forth, so on. Right?
And you closed in a gap.
Closing. Yeah. So this right here, dog. So this, like I was saying, this is not ideal price action for me.
Draw the other one out too, man.
This gap?
Yeah.
Yeah. See. But see, like I was saying, this is not my this is not like typically my cup of tea because I don't like these wicks. How we, it's just
Would you want the candle to close
it
above
was
that?
killing. Yeah.
Uh,
So, but these two candles, these are daily candles, of course, but these two candles really was killing people accounts. I could tell. I know a few people probably lost accounts with these candles. They probably blew accounts. I know they did. Because it's nasty. That's nasty work, bro. This is nasty. This is the devil's work. This is the devil's work. But I'll say this. So this order block, hold up. My bad, y'all. So, which I've already stated, but I'm gonna say it again. So the strongest order blocks sweep liquidity. We swept. You got internal, you got the swing low, swept that, reverse, boom, hit it higher. Now we got this gap to fight with, but ultimately, I believe we hit it back to this consolidation, this daily consolidation, this daily volume imbalance. Y'all see this volume imbalance right here? Everybody see that?
mm-hmm.
So this is going to be a magnet for price going into the week. So now the objective is now to find a trade that fits the objective, right? So in my estimation, I think the market is not bullish, but we bouncing right now to the upside. I'm not gonna say we bullish until we close above these candles on the daily. When we close above these candles, then I'm like, all right, we bullish, guys. But right now, the market is bouncing to the upside. So if you want to trade that, this is how you trade it, right? You find reasons to trade to the next objective. The next objective, in my opinion, is this volume imbalance on the weekly. I mean, on the daily, this daily volume imbalance, this daily consolidation, this weekly inversion, this weekly inverted fair value gap. This is what I'm looking for price to go. So from a daily perspective, I believe the direction is up. So Winston, you agree with that, or you feel like the direction is to the downside?
Upside.
All right, cool. So let's go
In
to
the worst way though.
yeah,
The worst
it's not
way.
as clean as I would like it to be,
Yeah.
but it's cool. I take it.
Cause you have I mean, where we bounce from is a level that got respected for sure. But now it's how, like you said, you're kind of waiting to see. I'm like the
This,
levels that
but
you
see
have
this?
up there.
Uh-huh.
I got that feel, but even within that feel, like how is it gonna feel it? That's because if we look back and it runs from it that low that it hit,
Mm-hmm.
you can't even be mad at it. It's like, yeah, that
From the daily?
it fell 10%. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It swept liquidity.
in the
Like
reverse.
if we get a gap to the upside, then you know,
Yeah.
off the sweep, then we running again.
So I want to explain that. I want to explain that to further detail too.
Okay.
I'm glad you brought that up. So so when you sweep liquidity, and not to get off subject though, but I'm glad you said that. When you sweep liquidity, right? I'm gonna find it. Let me find an instance where we swept liquidity right quick. Not to get distracted, but let me find something because it's a teaching point. Something I want to learn you something right quick. Hold up. Maybe not. I don't want to do all that. So when you sweep liquidity, i.e., uh, let's see, you got your high, boom, boom, boom. All right. So this is a good teaching point right here. So when you sweep liquidity, all right, this was your high, this is your swing high, boom, you swept the liquidity, right? So when you sweep liquidity and you don't, of course, when you don't displace above it, you kind of consolidate around or at the high or in the vicinity of the high, and then you reverse, you go in the opposite direction. When you sweep liquidity and a gap is created, right? That's a sign of a reversal. Like when people talk about reversals in the market, like trading a reversal, this is a reversal. these are the telltale signs of a reversal. Like you're not gonna learn this on Wikipedia, guys. All right. So this is when you know the market is trying to reverse, when the gap is created. Now, sometimes the market don't trade back into that gap. As you can see, we didn't trade back into this gap, right? But it'll keep trading lower, consolidate, drop, boom. Then you trade back into a gap. Now, this is a 4 hour. This is the 4 hour chart. So, I don't trade a 4 hour, like talking about it. But all in all, the examples are the examples. It works on all time frames. So you have consolidation, you have, all right, reversal, consolidation, expansion, you trace back into the gap, you sell off, right? First price target would probably be this swing low, then next price target, this swing low, and so forth and so on, right? Because the market at this point, the market is seeking liquidity on the downside of the market, right? So sometimes when we sweep liquidity and we reverse, we create a gap and we disrespect that gap and we continue to go higher. So when that happens, guys, that means that the market is not ready to reverse yet, right? So that don't mean it, and this is for like the psychology of trading. That doesn't mean that you were wrong. That don't mean that you didn't take the right trade. It just means that the market wasn't ready to reverse just yet. So you had some good sleep because you close your eyes. That's the best sleep right there, Playboy. So when the market, I'm just speaking on the psychology. My bad, y'all. Psychology. So if this is the trade that you take, sweep gap, I take the gap, market disrespect the gap, keep going the opposite direction. That don't mean you should stop taking that trade. It don't mean that you should find a new trade. It don't mean that it just means that the market wasn't ready to reverse at that time. So you just taking a little loss. It's the cost of doing business. But when the market is ready to reverse in whatever direction, you're going to know, right? So, for instance, you might miss the first move, the initial reversal. You might miss that. Cool. But the market going to give you more opportunities to get into this trade. Because we got this gap, then we created this gap, then we traded back into this gap right here, and then we sold off. So even from here, from entry being here at 56, what's that? Let me see something. At 56.31 or so, and then your price target is at what 55.40. That's almost 100 points. Like, so you're really not missing nothing. So I'm talking to myself too, like, because sometimes you get FOMO. You be like, oh, I missed my trade, but you didn't. You didn't miss it. And now this is just from a 4 hour perspective. Now from the 5 minute, it's a little different, because those trades happen. And you have to really be locked into what's going on the 5 minute, because the 5 minute moves faster than the 4 hour, right? Because the 4 hour is 4 hours of candles in one candle. The 5 minute is 5 minutes of a candle. So it's like you got to be in tune to what you're doing. So when you sweep liquidity and you reverse, right? And you wrong. Let's just say you wrong. That don't mean that the trade don't work. That just means that the market wasn't ready to reverse just yet, or the market could be seeking higher prices or lower prices before reversing. So don't stop taking the trade. If that's your trade, don't stop taking that trade. Because like y'all, everybody know that be on the Zooms. That's my bread and butter with my apple jelly. That's my bread and butter trade. I take that trade every time I see it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you to you what I took it. I took it Friday, guys. Let me show you. This is my trade right here. Let me show it to you. Swing high, right? This was swing high. This was the previous day's afternoon session. We swept that as soon as the market closed at 305. Swept that, right? Created a new high, boom, consolidated down here. I don't really trade during Asia. Asia be doing some weird stuff, bro. They started the coronavirus. Winston, edit this, bro. I forgot we was recording. My bad. So
I'm on it. I got you.
thank you, bro. So during this is the next day's London session, right? So London swept these highs, right? You see that? Consolidated a little bit, created a gap right here. Boom. I said, all right, cool. I said, so when I got to the computer, at about 5:30 that morning. I said, man, look, we trade back into this gap. I'm getting this day over with quick. Traded back into it. As you can see, I entered about here, took a little heat on this trade, and my price target was the low right here. Did we hit the low? Yep, we did. That was it. I was done for the day. I did take another trade that afternoon though. I did. That's because Maul had asked us if we was trading, and I was like, yeah, let me see if we trading or not. So I took a trade to the upside. But anywho, that's neither here nor there. But this is the bread, the butter, the syrup, the jelly. This is all, bro. This is really all you need in this market, bro. Like you don't have to catch the 100-point moves, even though they would be nice to catch one of them things, boy. I swear to Moses. But 10 points, 10 points a trade, keep the doctor away. Or is it an apple a day? Whatever. So you take your gap, bro. You take your gap. Now, let's say you was wrong, right? Let's say the market it ain't ready to reverse yet. Is it trade through this gap and close above it? All right. Now we got an inversion. I lost this trade. You stopped me out. I lost my $250 or my $300. So now, do I want to take this inversion to the upside? I probably don't, because if it's not enough room for me to go to the upside, if we close above this gap and this is a swing high, like it's what, only like 7 points of a room. I don't want that. So now you got to sit out and be patient and find the next trade setup. So now you're looking for, okay, so let's see what happens when we sweep these lows down here. What happens when we sweep this low? Do we reverse? Do we, you know what I'm saying? And we do. But this is a good example of what I was talking about earlier. So even here, right? We swept this low. Let me see. It's probably another low we swept too. Bingo. We swept this low. You see that? Boom. That's why I always draw my sessions out, bro, because it's easy to see it. Like I don't gotta look. I just like, all right, cool, we swept it. Moving right along. So we swept it, we reversed, we created a gap. The gap happened right here. Let me zoom in so y'all can see it. See this gap? A, B, C. C is one. No, never mind. So this is the gap. It's a very small gap, but it's a gap. A, B, C. C is 1, 2, 3. If it has not filled, it will not fill, right? So we traded into the gap here. You enter here at what, 55.32. What are you taking it to? This high. How many points is that? That's like, what, 12 points? No, more than 12 points, like 17 points. One contract, that's about $750, $800. Two contracts is a little bit more. But this is like, this is what you be looking for in the market, especially if you like for futures traders. That's all we need. We don't need no big 100-point move every day. We just need sweep the liquidity, give me a gap to trade. I'm trading that gap. So you could have entered here with this gap. You could have took this gap. You could have took this gap. It don't, whatever you want. If you like the dollar menu at McDonald's, you like the 4 for 4 at Wendy's, you like Domino's, whatever. You like filet mignon, whatever. It is what it is. It's these trades are going to present themselves to you every day. Every day. But if you can't see it, if your eyes not trained to see this stuff, you're gonna miss it. And then you're gonna be FOMOing. And then you're gonna be blowing accounts. Then you're gonna be frustrated. Then you're gonna break your computer. Then you're gonna beat your wife. Then you're gonna get kicked out. Then you're gonna go to jail. All that stuff. It's a chain reaction. But train your eye to see this stuff, dog. It's gonna be easy to see. It's gonna be like, all right, cool. We swept these lows. All right, I'm just waiting for a gap. Right? Trade into the gap. Take your 10 points or take it to the next high. So if you enter here, boom, you take it to this high, but like, now I want this one. All right, cool. If you want to sit in that trade, take it. The market is showing you that it's on your side. Is the market showing you it's on your side? I'm ready. We creating gaps to the upside. We creating gaps to the upside. We're respecting these gaps, trading into them, going higher, trading into it, going higher. It's showing you. So traded to this high, retraced, and then went higher. It's just you got to train your eye to see these things, and it's not it's not as difficult as we may think it is. We just got to slow down and let the market come to us. Just let the market come to you, and you're gonna be like, all right, cool. Just like, because I normally don't get to the market till 6 o'clock. Like 6 o'clock is my start time every day. But on Friday, I was like, I'm gonna be transparent with y'all. Fridays are my worst trading days for whatever reason. I can't get right on Fridays. So I was like, I gotta change my approach mentally first to the market on Friday so I can find out what's going on Fridays. Because I don't like sitting with a bad trade over the weekend. I don't know how y'all feel about that. But if I have a bad trading day on Friday, my weekends don't be as, you know, jolly as I would like them to be. So I just changed my approach. I just came to the market a little bit earlier and I saw the setup. I was like, all right, cool, I'll take this. And I took it. I took it to the low and that was it. And that was, and it's really, I hate to put it like this, but when you simplify the market like this, it makes it easier to trade. Like, it's like, you could be wrong. You gonna have trades where it's like you take the same setup and you're not, and it goes against you. That's a cost of doing business. But it's highly likely that more often than not, you're gonna be right when you take this trade. Sweep liquidity, you reverse. Whatever is to the upside or to the downside, because you got it both ways Friday. You got this one, boom, took it to the low, swept this low, swept this low, swept that low. Reverse, boom, created a gap to the upside. Oh man, I take this one too. So if you want to trade both ways, you can. Me personally, I don't like exposing myself to that much risk, but it is what it is. You find a trade, it worked for you, close, you get out the market. And Friday, I didn't really have nothing to do Friday, so I kind of came back to the market and whatever. That's not about me. It's not about me, but this for teaching purposes. You sweep liquidity, you swing low, you reverse. Gaps created down here, gap was created right here. Traded back into both of those gaps. You 10 points and you get out the way. That's just me. Take it to the next high. You got intermediate highs. Take it here. If you're not comfortable sitting in trades for a long time, take it here. Boom. Take it here. But like I said, guys, this is it that's like my go-to bread and butter trade. Do I have other trades that I like that I can take? I do, but like this is it for me. This is the one. And then, guys, the silver bullet happens. Let me see. But I believe the silver bullet happened on a smaller time frame. I think it happened on a 3-minute. Let me show you. What you said, Blake? What you said? Alana and Bryce? Yeah, they just left. Why it look like this? Why my 3-minute look like that? What hopper? Why it stop at 9:42? What is this? Anywho, where my candles at? Man, Ninja Trader owe me some money or something, bro. What's going on? Why the candle? Wait, no, my candles was just on here, right? I'm not tripping. I know I'm not tripping. I had candles. What happened? I'm tripping.
Well, you on a different time frame?
No, I went to the 3-minute, and I had all my candles that was over here. They just disappeared just now.
You can't go back to it. Can you go back to like a 1 hour? Or 30 minute?
What? Well, hop on. Wait, hold up, bro. My candles I know why. I know why. Because they don't want me to be giving the game away like this. Bro, I don't know what happened just now. Then it's not letting me reconnect either. So yeah, they just appeared like Blake was saying.
You can't reload historical data.
Reload historical data. No, no, it ain't. I don't know what happened, bro. Hold on, give me a second. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hold on. Let me see something. All right. Candles just disappeared on me. All right. Now we might be cooking. Excuse me. Now we might be cooking. I got donuts for y'all. They're on the counter in the kitchen. There we go. All right. Don't be hating on me like that, Plim boy. There we go. All right, now we back. I'm like, man, that was weird. It was weird, man. Y'all see my candles now? Y'all see the candles, not my candles.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let me see. Go back to the 3 minute. Was it on the 3 minute or was it on the 2? I'm not sure. I remember seeing the silver bullet though. Let me see, because it happened at 9 o'clock, between 9 and 10 a.m. I'm giving away all my secrets. 2 minute chart. Hmm. Maybe it didn't happen Friday. My bad, y'all. Silver bullet did not happen during this time frame. My bad. I was wrong. You ate a donut that fast? Them donuts big, bro. You ain't doing it that fast. All right, cool. All right. But anyway, bro, like I was saying, man, not before I got distracted. This like this is the bread and butter setup for me. I don't explain it like ICT. I explain it for my people to understand it. We take the broom out. This is all we do. We get the broom, we sweep it back under the rug. The rug being the range, right? So we sweep it back in the range, right under the rug. We create gaps, lumps in the rug, right? You know, you got buku dirt under the rug, you're gonna have a lump right there. Like, what is this? Oh, it's a gap. So you lift the rug up, sweep, you get under there with the vacuum cleaner, and then you take it to the next high. Boom. That's it. Or the next low. If we bearish, if the gap happens to the downside, if we bearish, you take it to the next low, vice versa. Very simple. But this is why I have my ranges on my chart. And I probably tell y'all this every Zoom. I draw them out just like this because just so I can see the high and the low. And then also it is easier for me to see what happened during that time frame. Like, do we consolidate? Do we expand? Do we have a silver bullet during London? Do we have I could just eyeball it and see what happened during this time frame on the 5 minute. And then even like in the morning session from 8:30 to 11, I could look and see, okay, what happened? Blah, 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 blah. All right, cool. Boom. The lunch, I don't really mess with lunch too much. I just put it on there because that's what ICT said to do. I don't really trade lunch. But the afternoon session, I don't really trade the afternoon session either unless it's a real nice setup. But yeah, bro, this is how
Afternoon. What's your time frame for the afternoon session?
12:30 to 3.
Okay, cool.
But for most, from New York, for New York is 1:30 to 4. New York time zone.
Yeah, no, my chart's on Eastern time zone because I went to Abe, so a little slow.
Yeah. You're a Commodore. But yeah, bro. So, but let's go back to the analysis, man. Before Winston had sent me down that rabbit hole. So what happened? What happened? What happened? So we got this is the 4 hour. This is why I say the price action is probably going to be bullish going into the week. We traded into this gap, this 4 hour gap on Friday. Got out of there. We closed right here. We closed above this. So the last down close, or the last series of down close candles, we closed above it. We use that as support right here with this candle that closed at 4 o'clock on Friday. The support now. As you can see that, I'll draw a line across so y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about. Close above these last down close candles, right? This candle, we use this candle to manipulate back into the gap, pull some of that liquidity out of that gap, because we had closed above it right here. We manipulate it back down, pull the liquidity out of this gap, trade it higher. Now we're using this mitigation block or breaker block, whatever you want to call it, for your ICTs out there, as a form of support. So now the next trade is to the upside, and you can see right here, see these candles like this right here. Oh, that's my first time using a circle, y'all. Hold up, bear with me. See these candles? Yes. You don't remember the donuts? Okay. Okay. When you was 3? Okay. All right. So these candles, right? We got some gaps in these candles, right? But remember, like, all gaps are not created equal. These, we probably gonna trade straight through this, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, these, it's just it's flimsy. It's nothing there. It's price action, but it's nothing to be like, oh yeah, this is a level right here. Yeah, we could sell this, or it's just nothing there. We could probably trade straight through that if the market continues higher. Like, we already, I showed y'all on the weekly and the daily what I was expecting going into the week already. But this right here, like, this ain't nothing. This is just, it's noise. It's noise. You did. You did. But like I said, bro, my son keep distracting me. Going into the week, man, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I'm gonna repeat it right quick because I don't want y'all to think that I'm crazy. Going into the week, here you come again. All right, give me one. Let me finish doing this. I'm coming. All right. So going into the week, my objective is this volume imbalance, this daily volume imbalance right here between these two candles. That's a volume imbalance. It's a daily consolidation. It's also a weekly gap that we inverted that should act as some form of resistance. So going into the week, I'm looking for trades to the upside, and this being my price target. If we trade higher, so be it. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But if I just want my trade to line up with what I think is going to happen, and if the market is bullish this week, and of course we got CPI and PPI and all that stuff this week too. So if the market is bullish going into the week, this is my price target. Anything after that, the market, I don't care what the market does after that. But if once the market hit this, I'm not looking to take no more trades to the upside. And it could still continue to the upside. And that's fine. But once it hit this, I'm done. I'm out the way. Because this is what I see in the market. This is how I analyze it. This is how I kind of filter through the noise and see what it is. So, like I said, the market could go to 5,800 if it want. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Long as you check off my box, I'm good. Then after that, I'll look to find other trades. But if I could find 2 or 3 trades going to the upside this week before it's hitting this price target, I'm good with that. Like I'm good with that. I don't need the whole move. You know what I'm saying? But this, like I said, this is my objective going into the week. Volume and balance, consolidation, weekly fair value gap that was inverted. I'm gonna show you the weekly fair value gap. So we don't confuse it. So this is the gap that I was speaking of. We inverted it 2 weeks ago. Should act as some form of resistance. Then we have a daily volume imbalance inside of the gap. So that's why I'm feeling like that's where the market is heading. This wick down, this wick is that's dangerous. This is a dangerous wick right here. That is showing me that the market is ready to go higher. I'm not saying we're gonna create new highs or anything like that, but that's this is nasty work right here. That's some jaded trader style work right here, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Edit that out too, Winston. My bad. But that's my objective going into the week. So
I'm not editing that. Go with it.
So going into the week, man, that's it. That's all I got, bro. Like, so if y'all have any questions, feel free to ask. If not, we could go to the hood where they do the most good. None? Nothing? Nobody? Cool. Man, my chart's starting to have too much stuff on it, bro. I'm sorry, my chart's starting like Winston chart.
I can tell you about my chart, bro.
Too much lifting on the pig, baby. Let me see. All these lines, daily open, midnight open, 7:30, 8:30 open. Say, bro, I'm gonna keep back testing this too. I'm gonna keep back testing this, and when I figure it out, I'm gonna share that with y'all too. When I figure it out, and I think I'm almost there. But
What's that?
The back testing it. The midnight open, daily open, 7:30 open, and 8:30.
Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah.
I got to keep back testing that because some kind of way, though, we end up using 7:30 open or 8:30 open as support when the market is bullish. But anyway, I'm not going. That's neither here nor there. Let's go to the hood. Winston, you gonna do the hood today, bro? Or you need me to do it?
I'm out here.
All right. Cool. Which one? Which one of these? Which one? Who are
The one that's recording.
the one that you was just talking on?
No,
The other one?
the other one.
Yes.
Everybody still there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What is this? Spizai?
Y'all get me?
Yeah.
Now, we're on the spot. I think Maul called this last week. He's probably gonna go try to clean all this up at 5:37.
See, my
Go ahead.
my OCD be kicking in on Spy Dog because I don't like all like the opening and the closing and stuff like that, and they be leaving all them gaps. Yeah, like that. That'd be driving me, bro. It make my eyes cross.
Treacherous. I mean, we called 10%.
Was 508.
It was 508, and I don't believe. I mean, when we opened, like this is a red candle, but it's green because as soon as we opened, it just ran. You know what I'm saying? So you got all these, what you call them, Mike? You got market imbalance. What's the other?
Volume imbalance.
Volume imbalance. You have a lot of this shit. Just look how these candles form. Then you, even within a volume imbalance, now you got a gap. This one closed outside the gap. It looked like it was going up. Closed outside it. Then this one opened inside it. That's still trash too, because even though it's not showing the same way, this candle ended right here and then opened up here.
Oh man, that's
You
nasty
get,
work, bro.
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It looked clean because of how it's forming, but somewhere in a smaller time frame, there's another imbalance here. Because this candle closed here. The next one opened inside this gap that we got.
Yeah, gapped up. Yeah.
And then open right inside it, and then we kind of trading higher. So Maul was calling 537. I liked it because that's kind of what we fell from the previous week. So just the same thing like Mike saying. I think we got some upside. It looked clean on here, right? So we opened down here, crazy imbalance. Closed here, we opened way down here. We started running to try to make these candles connect to where they don't look so crazy. That still was a trash move. So buys opening down here and getting back above this level. Same thing going down. 537. I'm not saying we're gonna go back to 508, but we'll see what happens when we get to 537. If we're gonna break through it, keep pushing. Do we turn around, like Mike said, once we get the proper structure right here? This 537 area at the bottom. Got a little gap right there. And that'll kind of line up with the volume imbalance we have in that area. That's what I got for that. But the only thing that got me worried about all of it is it hit the numbers and then it ran off of good levels. Everything ran when he opened down there. So like we opened underneath this level and then broke right back above it. We filled this gap here. Hold on, Mike, so your OCD don't kick in. We had a gap right here, closed on top of the gap, and then opened underneath it and filled it the other way. Yeah, level right here that it opened underneath. So it still used it as support, but it actually opened underneath there. So it actually should have sold off from here. You get what I'm saying? But no, it retraced. I would like to see it close. The week will close back above 107. So we want to take it higher. You know what I'm saying? Or we might get up here again and then start selling off and go lower and then get a little sweep at 74. What you said in the chat, Mike? I think me and you was on a joint.
About what, in the video?
Yeah, what number you had on there? And I hung up. You said like 40 or some shit like that.
$40?
You said something crazy. I was like,
I
I
said,
think we
no,
get
I
on
don't
one
think
right now.
I think I said 70 or something like that.
All right, well, yeah. I see it.
I don't know. I think 90, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. I think 90. I'm gonna say this, bro. I think the selling might be over. It might be over.
Yeah.
It might be over, dog.
You
So
got the
90.
10% correction.
Yeah,
So
we
it's
got it. Yeah.
only thing that's stopping us or that we paying attention to really right now is that I would like to see it consolidate down here, right?
Yeah.
I would like to see it consolidate, then take off. Like we start consolidating, we see like some slowing down, then I try to, you know, you start getting your position. But you couldn't even buy at 90. Like when the market opened, Nvidia was back at $100 within like 5 minutes.
It was at 90. It was at 90 at market. Like if you didn't have your order set at 8:30, that was
Yeah.
it.
If you ain't have fucking resting orders right there, really, like from 2 weeks ago, like whenever it come to 90, buy me
But
such and
show
such shares.
so
You
show
heard me?
but show but I think the reason why we were saying 90 was on a monthly. You show the monthly. So they could see why we said that. Why we said $90. I even sent it to my family group chat. I was like, look, buy the video at $90.
Look at the
Bing
twine.
bong. Bing bong. That's why. Order block, bottom of the gap. Ta-ta.
Definitely could run. It was they got us. We're calling that shit forever, bro.
Yeah, so now the market probably going. Bro, I ain't gonna hold you. I think the selling over, bro. I'm bullish now, dog. I'm bullish. Not to say that I have a bias, but anytime you leave a wick like that on a weekly candle,
Monthly candle.
on a monthly candle and a weekly candle, the month not over yet, but the weekly,
Like
man,
I said,
what?
only other thing you could get is like a equal low. Or you get that September candle. So let's say we stop in like this area. And this is going for all the charts because all of them kind of look the same with tech selling off and that being the cause of everything. So what you'll probably see is even if this candle remains red, that next candle might come and you don't get the 90. You might get like 96 or some shit like that. So whether the next candle printed, if y'all just looking at it, it doesn't break this low, and then it just turns around and comes out the top. You know what I'm saying? And that you can see that happening because what happened is September give you that sell off. You heard me? Like in the beginning, and then soon as quiet witching is over, people are getting into their positions. So you'll see it and be like, "Oh, I thought they were selling the whole month." Well, no, they started selling, they got lower, and then now they turn around and you get the test of the high. Or you might see it break the high and then come back down to like this area. Like check price all in this candle, but ultimately you have a higher high than this candle. Like Nvidia goes to 121. The high was 120, it goes to 121. It ain't gonna look like a big thing, but that's the sign of reversal to for it to go back to 140. But I feel like Mike said, we did everything we had to do at the bottom. Same thing with SPY, 10% correction, 508. With the 508, that's that. I can't call for a correction now. It already happened. You're just hoping you could get another lower price. And I'm still basing that off of seasonality, but it ain't always got to do it.
Oh shit! I forgot to turn my sprinklers off, man. God damn it!
All of them, same thing. Apple. It just sucks that it opened down here. We were trying to play it down to these levels. If it's open, that was it for numbers we had. We would have needed to close under there. We've been talking about playing this gap, $10 gap. Whenever it closed inside it, I just opened inside the motherfucker and took it all. Just checking off levels. This one could have went a little bit lower to fill that gap to 76, but on your field.
All right, I'm back. I'm back. My bad, y'all.
Just going through some of these stocks. This high, 384. Took off. We looked at Apple just now. Tesla might be the only weak one, huh?
Man, Tesla retarded, bro. I ain't got time to
Yeah.
look at Tesla, bro.
Yeah, Tesla ain't get back where it need to be at.
Tesla.
Yeah.
You might get 100 on Tesla. No,
Tesla.
no, it's probably gonna consolidate. But if you look at Tesla, Tesla just been consolidating, bro. If like on the grand scheme of things, it ain't picking no direction yet.
I don't trust him. That to break above and then break back below the trend line, don't like that.
Bring it in the kitchen with you, crazy boy. What this is, Amazon.
This is a monthly though, so it can't fill this gap. You can easily see it close the month back above 175. You got fucking 3 weeks.
Yeah, the market is preparing. The market is
Yeah.
preparing for the next leg higher. I believe. If you look at these stocks, except for the only stock that's I hate to say this word on YouTube, but the only stock that's pissing me off, man, is Tesla. It's Tesla.
Oh, okay.
Nah, Affirm, bro. I forgot about Affirm. Affirm should be about $10 now.
I'm gonna tell you the crazy part. You see all those cyber trucks out here. You hear me?
From Tesla?
Yeah, you would believe that they shouldn't have no problem. But fuck. I never, we don't go heavily into the fundamentals of these companies. So I'm pretty sure that
we just look at the chart
behind it.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said we just be looking at the charts. I don't be looking at the numbers
Yeah.
and all that. And
If somebody had more of a fundamental approach, then they kind of see it. I've seen you up in there, bro. Woo! Ain't that cold? You got anything you want to say?
About that's Planeteer?
Damn it,
Hello?
man.
Go
Damn
on
it,
mute,
man.
Mike. He want to talk to y'all.
Oh, Vin?
Everyone, state your name, sir, and go ahead and give us your testimony.
Yeah, I fucked up.
It's
Was
all
it-
right.
what-
Go ahead. We gonna
Was
go ahead.
in it?
Go-
What got in it? What that was? Monday?
Uh-huh.
Stayed in it. Got
Speak
out of
the
that
truth,
bitch
brother.
Thursday. And soon after I got out of it Thursday morning, and Thursday by lunch, that bitch had took off. Contract went 1,000%.
Everybody tell me it's gonna be okay.
It will not be okay. Well,
Hi,
yeah,
Ben.
You're in the right
You'll be all
place,
right,
brother.
buddy.
You're in the right place, brother.
nigga said hi. My name is Benoit.
And I sold my contract too early.
That's still my contract.
And I sold my contract too early.
And that's crazy that so even with us, like the numbers that we wanted to break and everything, it basically came right back down to the entry after it faked us out on the upside, came right back down to that same entry and did it all in
In a
week.
week.
You know what I'm saying?
In a motherfucking week.
It
This
took all
slow
these
moving
days to do
motherfucker.
all these weeks. So 1 week, 2 week, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks, 2 months. Then come back and do that whole move again. Trash. And this is bullish in golfing, right, Mike? This a 3? Okay. Don't worry about it.
Don't disrespect me like that, bro.
I thought I
Don't disrespect me like that. The ball went
that
that ball went from Jada Trader to the Strat.
Yeah, the tulip. Let's grab a tulip.
Home Depot.
On Depot field they gap.
When hunger is in the room and surrender is
And just looking.
you have not registered for woman's law, I am telling you right now that God has already assigned.
Yeah, man. So for now, I'm kind of waiting. I'm waiting for 5:37 to see how we react. Really seeing how we close the week because I don't think I'm gonna go back to 5. Depending on when and how we get here, that to go. How Mike said, he's not trading anything higher than I'm gonna call it. He ain't saying these numbers, but let me put it on here. I'm not trading anything higher than 537 because we could easily come here and then start go back down to test 520, whatever. You know what I mean? Even though we never broke it, so I'm not trying to take a trade higher than 537 until we get higher than 537. So I'm not getting a 540 right now. I'm not doing that in the middle of the week. I'm getting a 540. Oh well, no, I'm sorry. I would take a 539. Because I think we are gonna come touch this candle for the first gap. And then got a gap on top of a gap with this one. Yeah. But again, if you take a 540, let's call it like to fill this gap, I would need it to close above 540, get outside of this gap for me to want to take it to the next gap fill, which is 547. It was really a waiting game. And then you're getting a 537 at 532. There's really no on SPY, there's no upside. We probably be able to do something in the futures market, but unless you're doing a daily 5-point move, you might be good, but getting a week out, you're gonna be spending some money on that trade. Unless Maul see it a different way. Maul, you got the premium on the $5 move for a week?
Nah, not yet, bro. I ain't even look at nothing yet. I ain't even lied to you.
Okay. Yeah.
Pitch might come on the daily.
Huh?
Pitch might come on the daily.
Yeah. Get a 531 entry. I think at that point I'd probably be taking the 540 just to fill his gap.
So look, guys. What's the trade going into the week? What's the trade? What's Nell's trade?
531.
539 at 531.
So, 'cause
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold y'all, bro. This week, hold up. This week, we got PPI Tuesday. We got CPI Wednesday.
And we got TGIF Friday.
and then Thursday we got retail sales and unemployment claims. Those are all days where I'm gonna trade. I love when the market get crazy, a little volatile, a little violent. That's the days I trade my best. So now I'm not gonna CPI, bro. CPI could really send us in either direction. I really believe it's gonna be to the upside, but CPI is gonna probably be the trigger of the next leg higher or the next leg lower. But I'm leaning towards higher because we did our 10% correction. We good. We got our whipping. I ain't gonna do it no more. Let's go. So that's how I'm viewing the market going into this week. But my first, like I said when I was talking about the ES, my first price objective is that weekly gap or that daily volume imbalance and that daily consolidation. Anything after that, I'm preparing myself. I'm preparing all that for next week, whatever, or the next day if I if it give me a setup, if it give me a nice gap to trade, all right, cool, I'll take that. But other than that, that's going into the week with the information that I have now that's in front of me. That's where I'm going with. But when the market give me more information next week, then I'll maybe make a decision based off of that information that I got. But with the information that I got right now, that's my price target.
Yeah, I agree. So if y'all subscribe to our channel, we got the link to our Telegram. And we'll be talking out as this plays out through the week. Yeah, high side, 540? Low side, 531. 530. Let's see that bitch open at 540. Play on us again.
I'm asking God for wisdom, insight, for prophecy.
You good?
Anybody have any questions? Anybody looking to start trading the options? Anybody want to trade some? So look, anybody interested in trading pocket options? Trading
Now.
No, okay.
Get Mike out of here.
I'm here.
What I did, though?
Get Mike talking about trading pocket options, bro.
We go refer you to our guy. He's a part of the exclusive group.
The affiliates?
Yeah, the affiliates.
They do CDLs over there and shit?
I think so.
Hey, bro, this is why we don't have no subscribers, dog. We not serious, bro.
On the real, y'all can't play until nobody got a 500,000 in y'all account.
All right, bye, y'all. See y'all tomorrow, man.